Hello everybody and welcome to the Dover International Speedway for the 2006 Dover 400 and the 29th race of our 2006 NR2003 season. Third race in the chase for the cup. Matt Kenseth puts it on pole position, leads us to the green flag alongside the mayor Jeff Burton as we are green and underway here in Dover. Who is going to find their way to victory lane? And an early, crucial race in this chase for the cup as Matt Kenseth surges to the lead early over his Roush Racing teammate of Greg Biffle, and the 17 of Matt Kenseth looks to drive away to his third win of the season as Matt Kenseth leads the opening lap of racing here in Dover over Greg Biffle and your points leader Jeff Gordon. Now on to lap 18. Here comes your championship leader, Jeff Gordon, to the inside of Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon takes the lead away here in Dover. Lap 22, Kenseth goes right back to the inside of Jeff Gordon. Now Kenseth right back to the front of the field here in Dover, making the pass there on your championship leader of Jeff Gordon. Some good racing early here in Dover. Now lap 24, here comes Kenseth's teammate also that is in the chase for the cup, the 99 of Carl Edwards, going his way to the inside lane, and Edwards surges to the lead here in Dover. Here comes Carl Edwards to the front, but don't count out that 31, the mayor Jeff Burton right there in second as he tries to work his way in this race lead. But it'll be Carl Edwards leading early here in stage one, and the caution has come out here on lap 54 after a nice 54 lap green flag run. JJ Yaley's number 18 has come to a stop on the back straightaway here in Dover. Some sort of mechanical issue on the 18. He will still be in this race, but he just brings out the first caution here on lap 54 with Carl Edwards in the lead alongside Jeff Gordon as we're back underway here on the restart on lap 59. Gordon and Carl Edwards with 17 to go in stage one. Jeff Gordon to the lead once again here in Dover. The 24 so great so far in this chase for the cup, has taken that championship lead away from Jimmy Johnson. Of course, got his second win of the season just last episode in California. Now continues to lead in trouble down the back stretch. There goes the 66 of Jeff Green in the outside wall. Spins down low, narrowly avoids collecting other cars. He got turned in there by JJ Yaley. Green goes around, and that brings out our second caution of the day for Jeff Green spinning here in Dover. And we will have another late stage one restart between this time Denny Hamlin and Greg Biffle the front row, as a lot of your leaders are further back in the field here, have some track position to get after all the varying pit strategy here. Denny Hamlin had a bad restart. He's already dropped back to about third or fourth, but it's Greg Biffle in the 16. Another Roush driver leading for the first time today. Biffle leads over Kenseth, who of course led a good chunk of laps to open this race. He's right back there in contention in position number 2, but Biffle, your leader here in Dover. How about that? Now on lap 69, Jeff Gordon back here trying to work his way up the trouble. Here's the 10 of Scott Riggs. Hard in the wall goes Martin Truex Jr. in a big crash into turn 1 here in Dover. Jeff Green upside down goes to 10 of Scott Riggs. A huge hit off the 12 of Ryan Newman as Truex just tags Reed Sorensen next to the corner. Dale Jarrett sends the one head on to that inside concrete wall. A hard impact. Riggs goes around, and then Truex gets tagged by Jeff Green, and then Newman T-bones Scott Riggs, flipping him up and over. Stanton Barrett's number 61 also collected in this as the big one strikes early here in Dover, taking out contenders like Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Newman, and Scott Riggs. And another caution. It must have been a chaotic end of stage one here in Dover, as back to front, the race leader is going to be the 16 of Greg Biffle still, but now after more pit stops and switching up on the restart, we get back underway for a one-lap shootout to decide stage one as the Roush cars in control, Edwards, Kenseth, and Biffle, with Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch right there behind them. So Carl Edwards will clear Matt Kenseth for the race lead at turn 2, and it looks like he's in a great spot here to bring home the stage 1 win, as Truex, Newman, they are out of this race in 39th and 40th, and Carl Edwards is going to pick up the stage 1 win, his second stage win of the season. Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Elliott Sadler, Reed Sorensen, Jeff Gordon, Clint Boyer, Jeff Burton, and Kurt Busch get the stage points. Jimmy Johnson just misses out in 11th. So a lot of chase drivers getting some good stage points, and the 21 gets spun out in the background there. Carl Edwards, your stage 1 winner, but Ken Schrader just got turned around on the backstretch. So yeah, Mark Martin just turns the 21 of Schrader under this caution flag. Schrader gets some bumper damage there. Just a little bit of stack up. Everyone's slowing down to catch the pace car. So a little maintenance in there, but Carl Edwards gets his second stage win of the season. No better time to do it than the chase for the cup here in Dover. And he's once again leading as we get back underway here in stage 2 over his teammate Matt Kenseth. And the 11, the rookie Denny Hamlin, having a strong day today in 3rd. With Jeff Gordon behind them in 4th. And then 3 wide, Kurt Busch makes his way by Elliott Sadler. The caution's out already. Caution out once again here in Dover. J.J. Yaley got turned, literally fighting for last place, with Brian Vickers out of turn 2. Heavy damage to the nose of the 18. And J.J. Yaley's rough day and year for Joe Gibbs Racing continues. Same for Brian Vickers and Hendrick Motorsports. Carl Edwards was the leader. Now he came down pit road with Jeff Gordon, so they dropped further back in the order. Now it's Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin leading us to the green flag once again. This time Kenseth easily clears the rookie of Hamlin. And Matt Kenseth once again out front here in Dover, looking to drive away to bring home a stage 2 win at a track Matt has never won in his career. He leads over the 2 of Kurt Busch, who has just found his way into second, having a strong run today to help his hopes staying in touch with the change of the big crash. Sadler, McMurray, and Marlin crash here on lap 127. We catch the very end of it. It's Tony Raines, Jamie McMurray, Elliott Sadler, Sterling Marlin. A huge crash into turn 1 and 2. That's going to take out the 14, the 19, and the 26. McMurray was a solid top 20 car. Elliott Sadler was a top 10 car. He was top 5 in stage 1. And now they are out of the race as well. That'll leave us now down to just 35 cars in this race. As we get back underway on this restart, lap 131, it is still Roush Racing in dominant control of this race. Matt Kenseth clearing his teammate Greg Biffle for the race lead. But don't count out the blue deuce of Kurt Busch for Roger Penske. He's right there in second, trying to get his 5th win of the season, which would be most in the series. He's trying to break a tie with Jimmy Johnson in the 48. And here comes Kurt Busch to the inside of Kenseth. He timed that move perfectly, right as Jeff Burton came down as well to give him the shove. And Kurt Busch takes the lead for the first time today here in Dover as he drives by Matt Kenseth for the race lead. Then Jeff Burton returns the favor to Kurt Busch, and Jeff Burton now to the race lead once again here in Dover on lap 136 as the mayor now leading laps here today. And this great battle for lead continues as Kurt Busch rockets around Jeff Burton on the outside lane. Look out for the lap car, Travis Quaffle, Tony Raines, but it's a 5-car battle for the lead. Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, and the Roush trio of Edwards, Kenseth, and Biffle. We are now 3 wide for the lead here in Dover. And Carl Edwards almost gets hooked into the wall there by Jeff Burton. Somehow everyone saves it and avoids absolute disaster. And now here comes Greg Biffle to the inside of Carl Edwards. What a battle for the lead here in Dover. Greg Biffle surges by Carl Edwards to take the race lead away. Matt Kenseth follows his teammate through to second, and Jeff Gordon has now found his way into 3rd place. What a race here in Dover. Now Kenseth right to the inside of Biffle. A beautiful crossover by your 2002 champion of Matt Kenseth, right to the inside of Greg Biffle. And now Matt Kenseth will lead once again here late in stage 2 in Dover. And the cautions come out on the racetrack. There's been an accident, a big wreck. Bobby Labonte in the 43, as well as multiple other cars, including Dale Earnhardt Jr. are involved. Jr., Dale Jarrett, David Stremme, Kyle Petty, and Bobby Labonte go crashing hard down the backstretch into turn 3 here in Dover to bring out the caution flag. And Jr., our first chase driver to be involved in an accident and have major issues in this race. Your 2004 champion in trouble here as we get back underway on lap 154 here in Dover. Of course, now after all the guys that were out before, Kyle Petty and Dale Jarrett are now out of the race, leaving us with just 33 cars left to compete in this one. As Matt Kenseth easily drives away into the lead on this restart and looks to cruise his way to a stage 2 win here in Dover. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Final lap of stage 2. Matt Kenseth going to pick up his 4th stage win of the season. Matt Kenseth wins stage 2 here in Dover. Second place will go to Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton 3rd, Carl Edwards 4th, Greg Biffle rounds out the top 5, then Jimmy Johnson, Reed Sorensen, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and the final stage point goes to Mark Martin. So Matt Kenseth picks up the stage 2 win here in Dover, a stage sweep for Roush Racing. That makes it 4 stage wins on the campaign for your 2002 champion. Now we head to the 3rd and final stage of racing here in Dover. Who's going to go to victory lane? We're going to find out in 113 laps time, as it is Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth side by side for the lead as we go into turn 1 on this restart. But Kenseth on the inside lane, then the preferred lane all day long, continues to be so, as Kenseth once again drives his way to the race lead over Jeff Burton, who has followed him through into second place now. But Matt Kenseth really with some dominant speed in this race in that number 17. Once again out to an early lead. Down lap 240, here comes Carl Edwards to the inside of Matt Kenseth. And your two-stage winners battled out for the lead and for the win here in Dover. Carl Edwards to the lead here in Dover with just 60 laps to go. Are we going to see a backflip? We're going to find out if Carl Edwards can hang on to win this race. And a caution has come out here with just 48 to go. A massive crash. Earnhardt Jr. involved again, as is Casey Kane, David Reagan, Ken Schrader, Casey Mears. Massive crash here in turn 2 here in Dover. Takes out 5, 6, 7 cars. Travis Quaffle piles in as well. See, he just runs into the nose of David Reagan. A hard impact right there. Scott Riggs also damaged in a huge wreck here in Dover. It's going to cause our first championship contender to DNF, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be out of this race here in Dover. Wow. That massive crash takes him out. Kane, Mears, Schrader all out of this race, as Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards still your front row for this restart here. 43 laps to go. There's a duel between these Roush teammates, Kenseth and Edwards. Who is it going to be getting the advantage here in Dover? Edwards, Kenseth side by side. The caution's out of the race. A huge wreck in turn 3. That is Robbie Gordon turning Michael Waltrip hard to the inside concrete wall, collecting Bobby Labonte in a vicious impact. Michael Waltrip and Bobby Labonte are done for the day here in Dover after that crash. Shame for the 43. He had top 20 speed in this race. He's now out as well. So now another restart here now with just 38 laps to go. And it's Jeff Burton surging his way to the race lead, the mayor to the front, as he beats Carl Edwards on this restart. Now we have just 25 cars left in this race, but Jeff Burton leads Carl Edwards with 38 to go in Dover. Now with just about 20 to go, the caution has come out again here, as Burton leads. There's a huge wreck in turn 3. Boyer, Reed Sorensen, Jeff Gordon's collected, as is Mark Martin. It starts with Greg Biffle turns your championship leader. Jeff Gordon into the wall hard, slides down the track, nowhere for Reed Sorensen or poor Clint Boyer, who continues to have zero luck. Gets collected. Mark Martin gets huge damage there. I think he's done as well. And then the 48, Jimmy Johnson, trying to avoid this, gets clipped on pit road, and Jimmy Johnson gets stuck in the pit wall. A massive collision for your top 2 in the points, Johnson and Gordon. Jimmy Johnson's rear bumper completely wedged in the pit barrels and pit wall. A vicious crash. It's going to take out Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson. So now 3 more chase contenders out of this race. What an unbelievable turn of events here late in this race in Dover. Now we're down to just 15 laps to go. We have about 20 cars that can run left in this race, as Matt Kenseth has taken the lead away from Jeff Burton here with 15 to go, trying to drive his way to a dominant victory with a 31 not giving up. Here comes Jeff Burton, the mayor, to the inside of Matt Kenseth for the lead and possibly for the win with just 14 laps to go in Dover. Who is going to find their way into the lead? And it's going to be Jeff Burton. He makes the pass on Kenseth, and Burton leads with just 14, now coming to 13 laps to go in Dover. Can he hold on to get his second win of this magical 2006 season? Now 2 to go, coming to the white flag. Final lap in the air here at Dover. Kenseth right on the back bumper, putting a ton of pressure on Jeff Burton. Can the 31 hang on? Looks like he can, as Kenseth got really tight there in the wake of the 31 in the middle of 1 and 2. That cost him the lead. And now Jeff Burton, making his way through 3 and 4 for the final time, is going to hold on to get win number 2 of 2006. Jeff Burton wins in Dover. Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, and Denny Hamlin round out your top 5 as the only cars on the lead lap. Behind them, multiple laps down, you're going to have Joe Nemechek coming home in 8th. Kyle Busch comes home in 9th. David Stremier is your top 10. Kurt Busch comes home in 6th. And then Tony Stewart salvages a 7th place finish So Jeff Burton wins it here in Dover, his 17th career win, tying him for 37th on the all-time wins list, leading just 49 of 300 laps. A huge win to keep his championship hopes alive. You'll see the final race results there on the left side of your screen. Of course, the big DNFs, Jimmie Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martindale Jr., all in those crazy late wrecks in this final stage. Jimmie Johnson luckily okay after the accident, as the pit wall just missed him and hit the back end of the car and not the driver's side door. You'll see the updated playoff grid momentarily. So here's your updated chase for the Cup standings going into race number 4 of 10 in this chase at Kansas. Jeff Gordon remains your championship leader, but by just 11 points above Jimmie Johnson. Still a tight battle between the Hendrick teammates. Mark Martin sits in 3rd, with the Busch brothers 4th and 5th. Those guys, as well as Carl Edwards in 6th, within 50 points of the lead. Then about a race or more out, you got Dale Jr. there in 7th, Tony Stewart a full race out in 8th, as is Jeff Burton in 9th, and Kevin Harvick in 10th, 77 out of the championship lead. So Jeff Gordon, Jimmie Johnson, looks like it's going to be a Hendrick battle to the end here for the championship. And as we end this episode, as always, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to DWR, JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley for your support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Helps us channel and I continue to grow and produce some awesome content. Now pushing on our road to 2,000 subscribers. So those of you that are watching this video and not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I would really, really appreciate it. If you want to become a paid channel member and get your shout out here, just like these four, link for that is in the description down below. Until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.